I just had a laugh. I've been buying movies, DVD movies, at the different yard sales. I get them about $1 each. I just happened to mention it to my neighbor and our neighbors, and they said that someone in their family died, and he had an extensive video collection. Do I want them? And I said, for free? They said, yeah. They said, there's a lot of porn mixed in it, but after we sort it out, we'll give it to you. And they said, we'll put it on the side between our two properties. And I kept looking, I kept checking. What they did was they put it under a picnic table with a tarp over it. I didn't see it. So I just happened to be over there the other day, and the guy mentioned it again. He says, I think they're in here. And I looked, it was a big bin in the, I said, I think that's it there. So he texted his girlfriend. She come out, and she says, yeah, just take it. She says, hopefully I got all the porn out of there. And I'm like, well, I'm a single guy. It's no big deal. I've seen it before. But I got over 100 movies. All right. And there's like Jurassic Park, all the Jurassic Parks, all the Matrix movies, uh, Charlie's Angel movies, the newer Star Wars, not the older ones, the newer. And there's different other movies too. And I have them down on the living room floor. I've been slowly sorting them out. And, like I had seen this on television, The Lost in Space. And then The Abyss, we've all seen The Abyss. Red Planet, I'm not sure I've seen this one. But he had a thing for, high school girl movies. Like Mean Girls. These kind of movies, they're sort of like in the past. James at 16 was on television. I've seen Heathers. I've seen The Breakfast Club. And there's a few other movies, but they're not really my thing, you know. But anyway, you see somebody else's taste, and he had a broad taste. In other words, he had two versions of Fantasia. He had the new updated version, and in and out. You look at movies that you're like, yeah, I saw that. I wouldn't collect it, but that person collects it. To them, they like it better. Like to me, Star Trek. I think this is one of the newer ones. But anyway, I got over 100 DVD movies, and I've been sorting through them, and I've been watching videos on people tell you, don't throw away your DVDs. The streaming isn't that good. And I always told you I lost on television. No, I have two antennas. One, actually three early in the morning. Three of them work. But I just noticed yesterday, Two Broke Girls isn't on anymore. I'm starting to realize that I had this system going for the day. I would sit down. At the end of the day, I'd call it a day. I would watch like Two Broke Girls, Two and a Half Men, and then Frasier at night just before bedtime. And they whacked Frasier out. Two and a Half Men is DraftKings, I think is the name of the gambling thing. Every night it knocks out the 7 o'clock Two and a Half Men or the 7:30. They move it around, and so I have one of the three programs that I used to always watch, and it's being one of the two episodes per night is being knocked out by an infomercial. But I was sitting there the other day. There's another show I used to watch every night. And it finally hit me. And it's really, if you want to watch Two Broke Girls, there is one service that's sort of free. But, that's what the different YouTube videos are warning you. At some point, you're going to have to pay to see everything. So, and it really helped a lot to have someone give me 100 videos, and I can poke and peck through it. Now, there was this one movie. I got this at the yard sale, And this is kind of depressing. And Jack Nicholson plays a character he normally wouldn't play. He does a good job, but the movie, if you've gone through people dying and you've become retired, this woman said it was really good. It's not that great. It's a good performance, but not my kind of movie. And then one I started watching. Oh, I watched Chicken Run, and that I got that one for free. And that one's Stalag 17 and The Great Escape sort of rolled together, only with chickens, and it's animated. Now this one, The Core, I started watching that, and I'm like, this thing should be on Spanguli on Saturday night. The whole part of the movie is they're going and recruiting people to go fix the core of the earth. Now, the movie starts out really great. People just start passing out and dying. Pigeons start flying into things because the magnetic field is being disrupted. But the way pigeons are breaking through windows, that's impossible. And then other things started happening. I'm like, all right, this is getting shut off. I went and read the review, and the person says it's basically a hoot. Uh, I've seen so many movies that are similar, and then it's almost as basically, if you know any kind of scientific facts, you're not going to like the movie because it's all bullshit. So yeah. So anyway, I have so many movies now. Even like the Nutty Professor, the Grumps. Both of those are down there. Nutty Professor, yeah. I think it was Fred Murray originally. Well, anyway, a lot of the movies are remakes, and there's even a Shaft. I have to check to see if that's the original Shaft or if it's a remake. A lot of movies are remakes, and I remember the original. And some movies you only have to see them once, and if they're on TV, sometimes you'll sit for a few minutes and watch it, and then you realize you remember it better than you thought, and you turn it off. And I got a lot of those, but I didn't see the new Star Wars, and there's a few there. And I tried to watch The Matrix one night. I bought it myself, and I just couldn't get into it. And I have all three of them now. It's a different kind of thing. It's for a younger person. I'm too old for some of this stuff. I can't. I can get into. I can get into Chicken Run, but I can't get into The Matrix. I think that's it. All right, that's it.